Welcome back to Garage Waffle. Quick one this week. It's Friday night. It's bank holiday weekend. Get in. So 3 days off. And what I was just going to do today, well, it was going to be two things. First of all, I was going to look at just rubbing this back and painting it. I might still, but can you see in there? How rusty is that? I mean, it's solid. But it's worse condition than I thought. I thought it just need like a quick Scotch-Brite, a prime. I'll have a think about that, whether I'm going to put that on the engine. So I'm going to leave that there. I've got the engine at work, so I'll take that into work. And the other thing are these lenses. Now these are from a Mini, modern Mini, BMW Mini, second generation. And these are the fog lights that sit in the bumper. Now I don't know if it's picking up well, but you can just about see here it's a bit dull. I do wonder if the lacquer's come off. So the plan is maybe try and give them a polish back. Failing that, I might have to get some smooth emery paper out and some water, but let's see if we can just get them polished back. Now here's my polish bag, if you remember from before, with the old go with medium cut. What do we want? Green one for green, yellow for yellow, yellow for yellow. There we go, look. And what else do we need? We need my polisher. I keep putting things down, putting them away and losing them in here. So let's have a look. Why is that not with the... Oh, to have a full-size workshop, that would be the dream. To have the money to afford the full-size workshop, that'd also be the dream, wouldn't it? Right. Let me come back to you and we'll start the polishing. Well, that took an unnecessarily long time to find. I'll show you where I found it eventually. It's been about 15 minutes, I kid you not. It was right, so there's a tool bench all the way down the back there, in that gap down right down there at the bottom. What an absolute, yeah, but we have it. So what we can do is move on. As you can see, I've got my coat on. I don't want to get my t-shirt dirty, and I've got some gloves on. So 3 lights on the battery. I thought that'd be the next one, but yeah, I do have a charged up battery here, which we might have to move to later on, but we'll see how this goes. Like I say, I'm hoping I can get away with a medium cut polish, and that'll bring them up. If not, then, you know, maybe we'll try the, you know, like 1500, 1000 grit with water and a re-lacquer, but hopefully we can get away with a polish. Removing these was dead easy. Bumper off, it's easier, or wheels off, whatever you want to do. Take the whole unit off and you just slowly disassemble it. It's actually really simple. And around this face here, it's just silicone. So I'm going to silicone RTV, dig it all out of the frame when it's all done, and lots of straight back in. Dead simple. So that's what we're going to do. But like I say, we ain't going to need lots, are we? Is that going to explode everywhere? Oh, let's give it a good shake, and then one of them. That's probably too much, but let's get some on there. I mean, focusing on that edge really, because that's I don't know how well you know them BMW Minis, but these fog lights sit right down low, so they get just hammered with road dirt and grime and everything. So that's why they're quite poor condition. I mean, I just cleaned these up earlier with just glass cleaner, and they came up nice, but it was just that centre bit, it was a bit rough. So let's give it a good old got to keep it moving. I don't want to start burning through the lacquer that's on there. It's actually not as easy to do as I initially thought. That's alright, just gotta keep going with it. Keep going, that's it. Keep it moving. And we'll, how's that looking? I need just a buffing rag. One on point there. So let's have a look. There's no point doing time lapse or anything. I only took a small. So quick cleaner there. Quick clean. How are we looking? It's not bad. That's coming up, you know. I don't know how well you guys can see it. This is the one I've just done. See that you can see that one's quite horrible here, and then this one was the same. It's still a bit, isn't it? I wonder if I give that another pass with the medium cut polish, and then maybe give that a fine polish afterwards. I wonder if that's gonna really bring it up. And then what I could do, I might just leave it at that. Get a nice like a resin coat on there. What have we got? Yeah, get a nice like wax covering on there rather than re-lacquering, which I'm never really a fan of doing that unless you've got a really good lacquer. Let's give that another go with the medium. A bit more splurge on there. Give it a good old, really focusing on the centre where it, there we go, and then we've got got it going everywhere now. Right, let's have a really clean it up. I mean, to be fair, if I go too well with these, I'll have to start looking at doing the rest of the car, to be honest. Now, I don't know about you lot, but have your cars been getting covered in dust recently? Like, really bad. Have we got one of them Sahara winds again? I don't know. But my car is awful at the moment. It really is. So, yeah. Hopefully, over the bank holiday weekend, I'm going to get an hour or so in the morning while it's still nice and cool, and I'll give it a good old clean. That's coming up. Coming up. So what are your plans for the weekend? Bank holiday? Going anywhere nice? Or what are we doing? Maybe just chilling at home. 3 days off, innit? We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, yeah, that's a lot better now. That's a lot better. I'll give it a... Alright. What I will have to do is give the chrome back into a good polish up as well. Make sure they're nice and clean. Obviously I won't be able to because of the shape of them and all that. But make sure they're clean, nice and reflective. Don't want them all smudged up or anything. And how are we looking there? Not polished. It is better. It definitely is. Come up loads, but I'm getting swirl marks now. I think what we need to do is get the fine on there now and give it a nice finish, and then we'll see how that looks. So we want to take this one off. Different pads for different grades. I think we talked about that before. And if we didn't, you're supposed to do different pads for different grades. So let's have it. I mean, not being funny, I've got loads of pads. I don't know what they're all for. I'm not 100% sure with all of these. The one I want isn't. Oh no, is that it? There it is. I mean, would I be better off with maybe that one? Would that be better? I don't know. Let's use that one. I've used it before. It was good. Right, so make sure we get the right polish. This time, Super Finish Plus. So it's a lot smoother. Yeah. Oh, just pulled the. Didn't want to do that. There we go, just like that. Give it a. Oh. Come on. There we go. There we go. Right. That's something else. Bear with me. What are you doing falling down there? You shouldn't even be there. Right, there we go. Well, everything's just trying to disappear today, so we'll give that a... and then... So this is the Super Finish Plus. Just give it a real nice finish, hopefully. If all goes well. And then what's that mark? Oh, I picked up the wrong one. No, that's the right one. It just needs more. Ooh, oh crap. Yeah, I've just put way too much on there. Right, let's... See, that's dry everywhere then, but way too much polish. There we go. There we go. Let's really work this stuff in. It should, that's it, really give us a nice, clean. I'm sure I could probably buy these lenses new, but that's more money, isn't it, at the end of the day? Or these fog lamp units, I don't know how much they cost. So surely if you can clean it up, surely that's better. Save you money for something else. Not trying to get a big workshop. I think I'll be a few years yet, maybe a lottery win. Anyone ever had any success on the lottery? I've not, I nearly lost that. How are we looking then? I mean, it's still a bit smudgy there. If anything, that's made it worse. I wonder if that's just not suited, maybe because there's a finish on the... Because that's definitely made it worse than it was. So I'm going to not go with the Super Finish Plus. What I'm going to do is going to go back to the medium cut, and because it looked alright on that, and give them a good old, let's pop that on there, clean up from there. Because yeah, like I say, it's a bit smudged. See, it's sort of, it's not on the inside. That's definitely. Yeah, I'm going to have to... that's all we've got going backwards now. Never mind. Lots on there. Give it a good old... And then I'm sure these will bring it. I mean, the worst ways, like I say, we'll use some emery paper and bring it them back that way, but... And that would be, like I say, you rough them back. I would have to go on to some videos, find out how to do it properly. I'm sure you start at like 600, 800, 1000, 1200, 15, 2000. A good polish and then like a lacquer, I think. Luckily there's probably hundreds of videos showing how to do it. How are we looking? Right, how are we looking? How are we looking? Now these are never going to be concours. I just want them better than they were. I'll tell you what, there, yeah, the medium cut, that's the winner. Medium cut's the win. So I'm not going to bother with the fine on this next one. So it's never ever going to be concours. But what it is, you just want it to look nice and presentable. So there we go. No, it's a bit too, it's not picking it up very well, but that is loads better. If I give that a, I'll give that a wipe with the cloth as well, so you can make your own comparisons now. So that's the one that's not done. Okay, this is the one that is, no, it's not coming across great on the camera, is it? Not, to be fair, it is better. It's loads. Trying to, there's too many reflections at the end of the day, isn't there? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the other one as well, get that to that standard. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That'll look real nice. All I have to do is get a clean dry one of the, I've got loads, one of these just to finish it. But that is essentially, that is how we want it. That's going to look wicked. Although when you hold it up to the light, you can see that the current finish is horrible, like the lacquer. So it might be, we'll see how long these last over summer and maybe during the winter. Oh, I've done it again. Yeah, maybe during the winter we'll take them off again, and we'll rub them back, lacquer them that way, clear, like a clear coat. That's what I'm saying, lacquer, yeah, clear coat. So let's really zip this one up. You know, got lots of compound on there, and we just want to really work it in. Really takes that horrible scuffness off. So I'll say these are front side lights and fog lights. So I think the top, this is the top where there's lines down there. I think that top half, I think, is your side light, I think. And then the bottom half is your fog light. Or they're not driving lights, they're fog lights. You still see people with them on unnecessarily. They're fog lights, front fogs. I mean, you can lower the wattage of the bulb, I should imagine, and you could have them as like a driving light. So if you've got the standard bulbs in, they're fogs. Let's have a real good. Battery's starting to go, I think. Yeah. Right, let's have a look where we are with that. See, that one looks better because I haven't gone with the finer compound. I'll show you now. I'll give that a good old whisk around inside. So there we have it. So that was the second one. Again, that looks horrible on camera. It is really good. What's that? Oh, that's just polish. That's okay. So there we go. So what I can do now, back at work, because that's where the rest of the light is. That's what is reassemble these. Like I say, make sure the chrome bezel, bulb holder bezel bit is nice and clean, no fingerprints. re-gunk this in some silicon RTV, reassemble the unit and refit them inside the bumper. And that will just give me some real nice clear side lights and fog lights. I don't use the front fogs, but side lights. I do have an LED conversion in there, it looks quite nice, but it's nice, clean lights. Are you with me on that? Everyone likes clean light, no one likes the fogged out, aged lights, yellowing lights. They're just not, doesn't suit a car, any car, does it? Really, like I say, devalues it, if anything, because you're like, oh, have you even cared for this car? But as you can see from that, we've now cleaned up the lenses, and that, in my books, keeps your car looking fresh, keeps it looking clean, and keeps some value to it. You know, people pass by and go, there's someone who looks after their stuff, which is good. So like I say, I'm going to, this weekend, get the rest of the car cleaned. Right, I'm going to put this, right, just on the bench here. So next time I'm looking for it, let me know. It's there. Oh, Chris, straight onto the live. I can't do lives, I've not got enough. But just tell me it's on the bench. And like I say, yeah, that, do you know what I need? I need a sand blaster, bead blaster, shot blaster machine, or a vapor blaster. Because like the outside, it isn't too bad. You could get away with like a wire wheel. I could wire wheel it in the side, couldn't I? I'm not going to do it now. I can't even remember where I saw it. Oh, yeah. Oh, it doesn't fit. If I had a wire wheel that fitted in that hole on it, like with the drill attachment, that would be ace, wouldn't it? I will just have a quick. So that one won't. That definitely won't. That might. Oh, look at these Scotch-Brite things. What are they called? Rolox? Or something? Yeah, that might be the way to do that. But I'm going to do that another day. Yeah, that's the way to do that. And I've got these wire wheels which I could go round. That one's a bit, oh yeah, force that one in. So that one is a tight squeeze, so get that spinning up and maybe get that in the vise, and I can really work that. That will really clean up the inside of that. Then I can do around the outside, around that. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I'm going to wire wheel those, and that Rolox. So I think they're, no, I think you can get the Rolox. These are Abraks. Quick locks. That's what we're going to use on there, but that's another day. For now, we've got our fog light lenses done, side light lenses done, and I'm happy. We found my polisher eventually after it fallen down the back. Anyway, that's it for, this has been a long video of me just polishing. So this is Garage Waffle. You've been awesome. Please like and subscribe, and I shall catch you next time.